Welcome to RLCraft dregora, where your dreams become absolute nightmares. Experience the fun of dying over and over again to things like weird face cleaning things, the literal Grim Reaper, and my favorite, the messed up four-legged thing that I cannot name. Enjoy watching me suffer during this series, and let's get into the video. As soon as I spawned in, I saw an island. So as a castaway like me, I swam towards it to only find out it was a small island with few trees on it. How is this island like cold? How is this like cold? We're literally in the middle of the ocean. But it was doable for now. Then I went to work getting the necessities like flint, wood, and then also while doing this, I was for some reason killing a rat. I don't know why, but just watch this. You know, this guy looks kind of tasty, so... Bro dropped a gold nugget. That's not food. And then soon enough, it was nighttime, and I had to get cover somehow in my little dirt hole. Alright, we're gonna go out real quick and get our crafting table. And then for some reason, I went to get my crafting table, and then this happened. There it is. Oh shoot. I'm gonna need to start running. Oh gosh! Dude! Bro! What the heck? Then I realized I had to start from scratch all over again, and that everything I gained on that island was just, it was just nothing, dude. How am I supposed to get back? This is why I don't go out at night, guys. Guess we gotta start from scratch. Is that like a dungeon, by any chance? So then I raided a dungeon and I took all of its materials. I made a crafting table and I also took the torches from there and I placed them down near my crafting table too. Then literally out of nowhere, a bird tried picking me up and taking me away, and then I somehow killed it with my bare hands. And then, you know, I was for some reason saying I was invincible, but I'm still not because I have like no armor. So like, shut up past me. I guess I can survive anything now. Well, not anything. Don't quote me. Do not quote me on that. Afterwards, I went around collecting rocks for a stone pickaxe when this beautiful thing happened. I had died to the same thing that killed me on the island earlier. What an actual shame. Then I spawned in a desert area and I immediately got surrounded by a bunch of mobs. And like apparently the Grim Reaper showed up to say hi. And that happened, and then I died to a zombie out of all things. Then I respawned in a wasteland, and I got into a boxing match with a scarecrow. Spoilers, I lost and died. But then something actually good happened for once in this episode. I spawned in a place that would actually be livable for me. I climbed down there, and I took a look at it, and then I went to sleep pretty much. And then in the morning, I looted that place, and I took all the leather armor and other supplies I would need to survive in RLCraft. And then some bird jockey thing flew into my base and killed me. I don't know how many times until I killed it with my bare fist. I must have died like 20 times in there though. Afterwards, I looted the upper area of my nice new base, finding some crops and a small garden that I could actually farm from. Also found some fishing supplies, but I never actually used them in the video. But then a crab attacked me, but I killed it with my bare hands, so it was no problem. Then I went around collecting rocks and sticks for tools while also checking out the quest book in the process and tending to my small farm. Then I mined some more stone for more tools. Then I crafted my rocks into cobblestone and then created a furnace for smelting ore and food. I also tried mining some iron, but I realized that there's skill levels and I need to be mining level 4 to even mine iron ore. Bruh. I can't mine iron ore? This is stupid. Then I died to parasites because I drank ocean water. Then the fun begins. I had to kill multiple mobs when I got up, including some weird floating water thing. I don't even know what it is, dude. Then he summoned his brothers to kill me, and I died multiple times here, probably losing some of my stone tools and leather armor to them, which it really made me mad. But this is RLCraft dregora, so I'm gonna be a crybaby maybe. Then one of his green brothers came to my base and camped me, and I had to strategically kill this man. Is he gone? And he died. I think we actually killed that man. We did. After they were all dead or gone, I went and got all of their stuff that they dropped when I died to them. What's this? Ember charge? That looks like fun. Then my curiosity got to the better of me and I tried seeing what was inside that lighthouse. I'll let you watch what happens next. It's not that surprising, honestly. But how do we get up here though? This lighthouse. Probably burnt. That's my question. So we'll try now. Alright, it's in here. Where's the entrance, though? I'm just gonna break in, you know what? Okay, yeah, this is a pretty... Oh my gosh, yep. You saw that right. I died in the lighthouse because of a trap. The lava will totally not be an issue later. That is messed up. That is messed up. You are correct, game. I feel like all of my stuff is burnt up now. What if there's like no loot in here too? Because I was too curious for my own good, like myself, I went back up the hill to the lighthouse and I looked inside to only discover what I can describe as a gargoyle of sorts shooting fire at me. Oh, okay, that's great. Yep, that's great. Yep, oh gosh, don't let that fire go. Is that actually what's... Oh, look at it. Our stuff is just gone, dude. It's just gone down there. There's nothing we can do. In half of a Minecraft day, I attempted over and over again to get inside the lighthouse, but those gargoyles were not budging. Yep. Hey, he just spawned lava. I don't think these are forces we should be messing with. I actually don't think we should be messing with these forces, man. There was also this giant magma creature that I don't want to mess with that like spawned in the lava, so you know, that's just great. So I eventually gave up and went to another structure by my base when I discovered a mummy guarding it, and also this place gave me mining fatigue, which was just absolutely great. I'll let the you know, the future me explain stuff. Oh god, yeah. There's a mummy in here, bro. There was an iron sword in there, and I of course pulled it out of the stone, which set off a TNT trap that I miraculously survived. I have an iron sword. I can't use it! Oh my gosh. You guys see this? Dude, that was a TNT trap. So as soon as you pull the sword, that's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna like break that. So I can't even touch a redstone. I'm that primitive. What's even down here, dude? It's just gonna burn everything. I also learned that I can't use the iron sword because of course I was not high enough level to use it. I don't even think there's loot in there, dude. And I can't even use that. Do I have any skill points I can put into my attack? Classic RLCraft. Then I fell into a hole and got into like another boxing match with like a joust. Yeah, it's the name of the four-legged things. I learned it finally, okay? Don't judge me. Then I headed back to the base, gaining nothing from that trip except a boxing kill and an iron sword that I can't even use. The next day, I went out collecting many rocks to make a stone pickaxe once again. Then I got some of my stuff back from the other day that was surprisingly still there floating in the water. Wait, is that my axe? Shoot, it is. It's been here all along? Thank goodness. And my apples. Bet you these seagulls. These seagulls have been having my stuff the whole time. They've been stealing it. Get out of here, bro. You give my stuff back. Right now. Once again, I couldn't stand that lighthouse being unexplored, so I mined some sand and built up to the top of the lighthouse, only to be disappointed. Just watch, folks. So there's nothing. So there's been nothing in here the whole time, and I climbed all the way up here. I'm so proud of myself. I then, of course, stole the redstone lamp blocks and then jumped straight off of that disappointing lighthouse. When I got to my base, I saw a seagull holding something, and I started beefing with it, like how I always do. But then, out of nowhere, the Grim Reaper's brother spawned, and then killed me, with only like a strike or two. I just love dying in RLCraft dregora, guys, don't you? As soon as I got up, I retrieved my stuff from the Grim Reaper's brother, and I performed an execution against him. Afterwards, I crafted a stone pickaxe, and then I headed off to mine more stone. Does this feel repetitive? By the end of the episode, I won't have to do this anymore, so don't worry, dear viewer. I had then also found some coal while mining stone. I then went out adventuring looking for something for a little bit until a baby joust killed me by running under the block I was standing on and killing me. I don't know how this happened, guys. Then I ran back to get my stuff and killed the baby joust, but then once again the Grim Reaper showed up for his revenge on me for killing a baby joust who killed me. That's just not right, man. I killed the Grim Reaper again and he dropped a weird orb charge thing that I picked up. I don't know what it does. So I took them and threw them at a few jousts because apparently you can throw them like fireballs and that's fun. But they all got mad at me, but I killed all of them successfully for once, so it's no problem.
I then chopped down some trees for some wood and sticks. Afterwards, I tried tending to my garden only to find out I need to be a higher level in farming to even break carrots and potatoes in the first place. I then went inside of my house to smelt some iron and to check out skill points and skills in general. I also made some charcoal and claimed and checked out some quests in that quest book. Then I crafted a whole new batch of stone tools to help me do things in this brutal world of RLCraft. When I went out there, I found another family of jousts, proceeding to beef with them once again, and then the Grim Reaper for like the third or fourth time in this video showed up to kill me. Like, mind your own business, Grim Reaper. I then proceeded to get and collect all of my stuff, and then a minute later I died to another joust, of course. I then get my stuff and continue traveling, hoping to find something good out there. But literally not even a minute later, I find a village that has been sitting there the whole time near my base for a while, and I decide to go inside and loot it, because why not? But with good things come bad things, like the Grim Reaper showing up again. Like, bro, get out of here, no one wants you here, go back to the Shadow Realm. Also, I don't know if it was just me, but he was like whispering into my ear something, just like, listen to this, guys. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Wait, did bro just say stop being gay, or am I hearing things? Anyways, let's get on with the video. Before I do, right now is actually a great time to subscribe, but like, let's get on the video before you get mad or something, I don't know. So afterwards, I threw those weird purple ball things at a sheep because it was fun. Then I proceeded to loot a few more houses for all of their wood and stone tools, and also for the iron ones that I can't even use yet, of course. But then I went to open one chest in particular, and the chest revealed itself to actually be a mimic, which was a chest with teeth, and it actually killed me. So I then went all the way back to get my stuff to only die to a stupid weird chicken once I got it. Afterwards, I went back once again and actually got my stuff back, but I wasn't quite done yet looting the village. I decided to loot it more, finding a cool glove in the process and some cool stone tools. Then after a while of exploring, I found a spawner in a dungeon that was hanging out at the side of a cliff, so I decided to go check it out, and let's just say I died, of course, again. So then I went to get my stuff back again when I died to a joust. Then I respawned and decided to get more loot from the village to defend myself and get my stuff back. Then as I was going to walk home, I hit a dinosaur. It didn't really react, but then I think karma hit me or something, because some creature like was starting to hug my body with like out my consent and like killed me, and I wasn't even doing much damage. And I don't even know how many times I've died, but like, this is really making me mad, guys. I can't deal with this. Then I respawned, and on my way to the village, I died to the joust, of course. Then I respawned once again, going back to the village to see the guardians are doing their work for once. But that wasn't until I died to the same stupid body cleaning thing once again. This is actually so painful, guys. You better be subscribed.
As soon as I got up, I went again to retrieve my stuff, but not before I appreciated the beauty of these wild beasts in their habitat. Okay, are you over it now? I am. So when I got my stuff back, I decided to loot the village even more, not learning my lesson from earlier, and that of course almost costed my life because I saw a dragon flying around the village, but I guess he wasn't feeling like destruction today, which was lucky for me because they one-shot you if you have no armor, by the way. I then took the rest of the loot available in the village and mined a piece of iron ore from the mountain only to find this. Just watch this, guys. It has seemed that I had found some sleeping giant dragon or whatever the heck it was. I decided not to mess with it, but I guess I was stupid enough to aggro something down there, and that face hunger thing literally just jumped onto me and killed me, of course. I just can't go a whole minute without dying in RLCraft, can I, guys? I then ran back to get my stuff, and without hesitation, I went inside of that sleeping beast cavern, and took some of the stuff from the chest, but I must have forgotten, because like I guess I didn't open the chest and I for some reason just like left when I got to the chest, but I don't know why. Then I scaled that cliff and went home for once with my stuff finally, but that was until I got stopped by some mummies that summoned a geist when I killed them, which killed me. So I'm never safe here, guys. So I just decided to go to sleep when I respawned. When I respawned, there was a zombie outside of my house, so I got into another one of those boxing matches, winning it successfully even though he had a pickaxe in his hands when I didn't have anything in my hands. I then got my stuff back, but I had to make trips to drop stuff off. So since this video has started, you probably have been able to tell that I've been dying over and over again for these past 12 minutes. Well folks, buckle up. I started making significant progress, and here's how. So my plan was to construct a cobblestone house that would be completely fireproof from the dragons in RLCraft, and that the house would be inland enough so that I wouldn't die from things that live in the ocean. So I got to work, mining lots of cobblestone off of a cliff with my stone pickaxes, then turning my stone pebbles into cobblestone. I then went inside to check skill points in the quest book, of course. Then I went outside to mine some iron ore that was just sitting there by my base, but then I got attacked by a family of jousts, but this time that wasn't what killed me, surprisingly. It was actually one of those dumb flying gargoyle things that spit fire at you. Also, I was set on fire in the water one time, so that's funny. So afterwards I respawned and got my stuff again, and I killed that gargoyle, but that wasn't until Aquaman's cousin showed up to kill me, and also his brothers. Yeah, there were multiple of them, and they were super annoying. After dying to them and killing them, I began mining even more stone. Yeah, this house is gonna need a lot of stone mined. Then I crafted up those pebbles and rocks, and I got more cobblestone. When I got inside of my house, I started picking up my crates, crafting table, and furnace for the house move I was about to do. I then left my house and started looking for a suitable spot to set my house down. That was until, of course, I killed a cow that summoned the Grim Reaper, but don't worry, the Grim Reaper was dealt with this time. I then began to lay the foundation of my cobblestone house, placing block after block until I had a house I could live in. I also chopped down a tree right by my house. I don't know why, maybe for the lumber. Who knows, guys. I then put my door on my house. Then I also put the crates and crafting table down inside. I then went to my current home and went to sleep. In the morning, when I got up, I attempted to do the absolute most risky thing I have ever done in my RLCraft world. That was breaking my bed to move it to that house. Now, if you don't know, if you die in RLCraft without a spawn point, you will get transported thousands of blocks away from where you died originally. So yeah, we really do not want that. And if I die during this trip, everything is over. All the stuff I built in this world would be gone because I would be in a completely different place. So yeah, I transported my bed to my house along with some of my also setting my spawn point, which is very important, as you know. And yeah, I did make this trip successfully, so we are completely fine. Then I went back and got more of my items, and on my way back on this particular trip, I saw what could only be described as a sea dragon swimming in the water. So I went back to my house one final time to get all of my stuff, taking the decorations and lighting and all the cabinets with me. I then set everything up in my new house when I got there, putting the cabinets and chests and light sources down. Then before I went to bed, I made another set of stone tools for future usage, smelted some food, and got a bucket of water and placed it in the floor to cool myself down from this intense heat. Then I of course went to sleep soundly in my new stone house. When I got up, I collected the stuff from the furnace while looking at crafting recipes that would help me cool down from the heat. I then took some food and left my house and wandered around a bit until I found some weird greenhouse with a ton of wheat. I took all of the wheat quickly because it was really hot in there. Then as I was walking, some weird bird that had a zombie riding it attacked me and killed me. Spoilers, I never went to get my stuff back. Then when I respawned, I went inside of a ravine and collected some crates that gave a lot of gear and tools, but some were iron and I can't even use iron tools and weapons yet. I found a copper mace in particular that I killed a dinosaur with for fun. Then with my newfound knowledge of these crates, I went around collecting as many as I could out here, but as I was walking, I found one of those dinosaurs, but it was an alpha, but stupid me attempted to kill it, and it killed me pretty easily. I then went back to get my stuff from it. Then I went out and began collecting more of those crates. That was until another derpy bird killed me in this video with his beam of magic. This is just unfair at this point, guys. I then once again got my stuff and collected more crates until the day ended and I went to sleep. The next day I got up and started making planks. What for, you may be asking? Well, it was for sticks, of course. You had to use an axe to strip planks to sticks as well because RLCraft hates you. I then used my sticks to craft an iron saw for a quest in my quest book. Then I started looking into how to craft some Spartan weaponry. Finally, after all of this time, you may have all been screaming at me to do so. I then made some tool rods and then made a stone lance, which would be super useful for attacking long distance, which is what I like to do. Then I took my lance for a test ride, hitting a fairy with it, then going immediately inside acting like nothing happened at all. I then began looking into how to make a greatsword because I'm a greatsword enjoyer. Don't judge me. I like doing lots of damage, but I'm kind of carefree with sword speed. I then made myself a stone greatsword and pulled some of my stone tools and food out of my chest because I was going to go out and defeat that alpha dinosaur. Well, let's just say that didn't go very well because I died in like 5 hits and I should have been using a far reach weapon, but I was too stupid to do so. I then took a few more stone weapons and killed the alpha dinosaur once and for all, and I fully expected a good drop, but he didn't drop anything useful, but at least I got my stuff back from him. I then went around again collecting more crates for more loot, and that was until I beefed with some sheep, and could you guess who showed up because of a sheep kill? Yes, you guessed it correctly, the Grim Reaper himself, but in a different variant for some reason. But anyways, all you gotta know is that somehow I died to the sheep, not him this time. I then respawned once again. I took my anger out on all of the creatures out here. Well, that was until somehow, I don't know how, a fire spirit spawned and killed me. When I got up, I got all of my stuff back, but I then saw something in the distance. I ran towards it and I found it to be a giant cave with a whole village inside of it. This was incredibly convenient for me. I looted it as much as I could in the front of the cave, but with good things come bad things. Once again, the face clingy thing killed me, so I then had to get my stuff back once again. When I had my stuff, I continued looting the cave village, finding potions, some armor I couldn't wear and some I couldn't, and weapons I could use and weapons I couldn't use. Then I made an unlucky encounter with the chupacabra himself in the flesh. He lunged at me, but I somehow killed him successfully, and I thought he was way more strong, with like a lot more health and damage. I then looted even more houses, finding the same loot you should expect. But as I was walking around, some weird ant thing killed me on the spot. I then took my stuff and made my way out of the cave, but on my way out, I found a cool looking fellow and he was kinda chill. I then went home, but when I got to my house, a water guy was there beefing with me, but I couldn't reach to him, so I just went to sleep for the final time in this episode. Alright guys, that will be it for today's RLCraft episode. I hope you all enjoyed. Episode 2 may be coming out in the next month or two, but I'm not really sure. I'm a noob at making these kinds of videos, and this one was especially hard to make and put together. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on post notifications to know when I upload another RLCraft dregora video or any video in the future that I do in this kind of style. But I hope this video was enjoyable to watch, and comment if you have any suggestions for what I should accomplish in the next episode. Anyways, thanks for watching and peace out, folks.